Okay, let's start. Once again, a warm good afternoon to everyone gathered here. On behalf of Team SMS, we thank each one of the participants for attending this webinar. So let's straight delve into the topic. So myself, Stalin Lakshmi Kantan, I have been handling Tulox for Swedish Semi Steel, and I'll be your speaker for today. So we look at the summary. So if you summarize what we're expecting out of this webinar, so we'll start with the brief about SMS and SSAB and how then we'll move on to how the Chulox is produced and what different kinds of manufacturing process that it goes into. Because Chulox being a unique product, we say that it will be able to replace both the hot and cold working steels. So since it been delivered at 45 HRC, the material, we'll look at the various machining parameters and how it is going to save time. And also we'll look at comparison between Chulox and conventional tool grades. And today we are going to majorly focus on injection molding applications. To brief about Swedish Semi Steel, so we supply special steels manufactured by SSAB, which is located in Sweden. We are headquartered at Dubai, and based on our experience, we have catering to Indian market as well. In India, we are based in Bangalore with our own office and cutting facility. We have a sales offices in Pune as well. And we at Swedish Semi Steel strive towards our motto of providing always high quality service, which is highly technical and as well as highly local. We have a 22-year-long relationship with SSAB in offering Swedish steel products to the entire market. So we understand the application and we learn with the customer of different application, and accordingly we have the know-how and wherewithal to cater to the application demands of customers. So what is Tulox? So Tulox is a multi-purpose ready-to-use engineering steel. It's been purely based on high strength, low alloy concept. The alloying element is very low in this material. There are basically two different grades, Tulox 33 and Tulox 44. So Tulox 33 is delivered at 30 HRC with a toughness of 100 joules, whereas Tulox 44 is delivered to you at 45 HRC with a toughness of 30 joules. So we are stressing the toughness value wherever we speak about Tulox, because it is not easy to achieve a high hard as well as high tougher material. So that's where the combination of what we offer out of Tulox is very unique. You have a high hardened material at 45 HRC. You have equally high toughness value in this, added with added benefit of high tensile strength. So it is a combination of toughness, tensile, as well as your hardness, which makes it unique. And that's where we'll be explaining it to you how it is can be used both on your cold working as well as hot working steels. So you might have already heard about or using your P20 or P20 high hard, which has been a regular thing. So this webinar will showcase you on how there is a pre-hardened version of even your H13 or D2 which is available. Interesting, ain't it? Let's see how it is can be done. So let's go into the process. So Tulox has been manufactured not based on ingot casting or then into electric arc furnace. We have been using virgin material and we use blast furnace. So the quality of process is intact from the start. So this is the slabs which is coming out of the rolling mill. And this is where the entire R&D of Tulox lies in. So Tulox, when we say it is from 6 mm to 165 mm, the entire plate thickness is being rolled. No block of Tulox is being forged. Every item, the plate and bars up to 200 mm, it is all rolled plates. So what you get out of Tulox is the guaranteed toughness and chemical composition. So as you see this is where the entire R&D of Tulox manufacturing happens. So you can see the red hot condition slab comes out and it changes into room temperature within a matter of seconds. So for various thickness plates, the amount of quantity of water to be quenched at what angle at different quantity defines the properties of Tulox. That's where the entire R&D happens. So as we have already said, you have a material wherein it is pre-hardened at 45 HRC, where it is with high toughness as well as high tensile properties. It can be used in wide ranges of application. Of course, today our focus is mainly going to be in the range of plastic molds. So when you machine a P20 block, a normal P20, you can see that the amount of carbides it is 10%, whereas in Tulox 33, it is almost half, only 6.4%. This helps you in what? If you're using the same amount of, same tooling which is used for P20 for Tulox, you can either increase your milling speed by 40%, or you can keep the speed as constant and you can increase the insert life. So we come to this, wherein which we look into what we need to do regarding the manufacturing time when you manufacture an H13 insert and then you want to use Tulox 44 against that. When you manufacture an H13 insert from raw material to finished product, the Tulox 44, the definitive advantage for use, so it delivered at 45 HRC, and there are no two-time machining, annealed and after heat treatment. So it is only one-time programming. You can directly go for your final CNC. Of course, the metal being 45 HRC, the EDM is very high. But when you take the total time which takes from raw material to finished product, you can find that you will be able to save at least 25 to 30% of your total time in manufacturing. Adding to that, you'll be able to save time in your heat treatment time as well as the treatment cost is involved. So this gives you a representation of the two grades being compared with a regular P20, which you can say Tulox 33 can work against your normal P20, and Tulox 44 can replace your H13, your D2, or any of your hot and cold working steel that you think of. So as you see, as we have been repeatedly saying, the properties given on behalf of Tulox is guaranteed. I don't think any other suppliers who guarantees mechanical properties of the material. So we in Tulox take greater pride in saying that. It comes with ESR properties as standard. So Tulox 44 is an ESR property material. And you can see the carbon equivalent of the material is very high, the lowest, the bottommost row, which states the lesser the value of the carbon equivalent, greater is your ability of your material to adapt to both welding as well as thermal cutting. So it makes your maintenance very easy. That's the whole point behind it. Etching of the material. So when we say that the Tulox is being delivered at 45 HRC and no heat treatment is required, then there is always a doubt or a curious question that how will I be able to machine it being in 45 HRC? Yes, those kind of doubts, I think it will be clear after seeing these machining parameters and videos. But if you use the recommended tooling that what you're going to see, we are rest assured that you'll be able to overcome this machining block that you have in your mind. So this is the Hasco test piece, which was Hasco, as many of you would know that they're a prominent mold-based supplier in Europe. So they have placed Tulox in their own brochure. You can just Google Hasco and Tulox, and you can find that Hasco recommends Tulox in their own brochure. So this is a test piece that they have done, Hasco. And this is the comparison that they make. So when they say that a normal P20, when it's been compared with a regular Tulox 33, even that you buy the material at 40% more cost, the final total cost after machining, 70 hours of machining, you will find that the total machining hours is still cheaper than your regular P20. Tulox is an internally stress relieved block. So there are no any internal stresses in the block. So whatever extensive machining that you do with the Tulox block, it doesn't get work hardened and it comes out in the form of chips. So even after extensive machining, there are no stress relieving required. And these are some of the machining results of Tulox 44 while they machine the 45 HRC material. They say the milling is with average speeds for hard milling is possible, long hole drilling is possible. The test piece was absolutely stress free. That the point that we stressed upon in the previous slide. They also concur with this Hasco. And usage of tools for hard milling is necessary. So use the right tools, then you will not face any issues on the machining Tulox. So let's turn into some of the turning recommendations. And we have our own machining brochure, which has been developed by SSAB, taking consideration of all participants across the globe. So let's see some of the parameters wherein which these can be used as an optimal values, both minimum and maximum. So you can do trial and error and achieve your optimal thing. So some of the turning recommendations you have, some tapping recommendation for both your blind holes and through holes. Tapping we recommend from M5 to M20. Below M5, if you have, then we recommend thread milling. We don't recommend tapping for that. So tools for drilling, and when you see these kind of names, Sandvik, Seacombe, it's not necessarily that you should go for these kind of standard make. So you can ask your regular tool supplier and ask him to match the concerned nomenclature of these kind of grades. So he'll be able to suggest or give a replacement for this. It's not necessary that you need to use the same manufacturer. Yeah. So this is in high-speed milling, which is happening. So here we have, in this insert has run for 180 minutes, which is close to 3 hours. We have removed an enormous amount of chip during this, 28,980 centimeters square. Even after this extensive milling, the deformation level is very, very small. It is less than 0.1 on flatness. So even after extensive machining, the surface quality still remains great. Still remains great to the extent there in which you do not require any additional polishing. So this is the traditional milling which is happening. So this has been done with Walter WKP335S. So it is easily available in the market. I could find even in traditional milling, the deformation is pretty low, 0.5. This is a locally made video in Pune, made by one of my colleague. So sorry for that. I say that you don't require always an expensive tooling to do the machining of Tulox. So as we have been always saying that Tulox is easy for maintenance. So we say that it can replace your H13 and D2. And have you ever come across a tool steel which where thermal cutting can be done as easily as this? So if there is an insert that is need to be made, you need not take in square block and machine it and then you can do it. You just cut your required profile and just machine out the heat affected zone. So that's where the capability of the material lies in lot of areas that even when you have some machine component to make, you can just cut it and take it, machine it, and you put it into use. So both not only for your visual inserts, but also for machine components that you have in your injection molding machines or any components that you want to make. It is a ready to use material. That's what the thing. So Tulox is also an excellent substrate for surface engineering. So if you say that, okay, fine, you're saying that your metal is 45 HRC, no, I use H13 or H13S or a D2 at 50 HRC or 58 HRC. What should I do? Need not worry, we always have a solution. So the base metal is at 45 HRC, which we are discussing now. So you can do any kind of surface treatment methods available. So nitriding, PVD coating, induction hardening, as well as laser hardening. So what you can achieve through nitriding, you will achieve 62 HRC. With PVD coating, you can achieve 70 HRC. In induction hardening, you can achieve 55 to 57 with the case depth of 2 to 4 mm. Let's see one by one. So this is for nitriding. For different gates of Tulox 33 and 44, what are the different case depth that it can handle? And what is the soaking temperature required for you to achieve the same? So since the yield strength of the metal is very high, see the combination of Tulox 44 and induction hardening is very unique. So it can be used in various applications wherein which wear is very much required with different type of plastics what you use. So induction hardening also can be one thing. So hardness achieved is 55 to 57 HRC with a depth of hardness from 2 to 4 mm. So we have done the procedures for induction hardening at Tulox 44. We have done induction learning even at Toolux 33 grade. This is a small video for that. So it's in Bush, a component used in short blasting machine. So laser hardening, as we said, very concentrated area laser hardening go up to. So for Toolux 44, it can go up to 800 HP. 33, it can go up to 700 HP. The thickness of the laser hardened surface is from 0.2 to 2 mm, depending upon the application. This is some shearing blade which has been used. So let's look at the different application for plastic mold. So now, okay, we have talked about the grades of Toolux, only Toolux 33 and Toolux 44. So you might be having various kind of engineering plastics in your mind, and you have those basic questions that for which kind of plastics, what should I do, which grade to choose. So we have a common item for this. So depending upon the plastics that you use, you can choose the different grades. For example, for PP, you can go with Toolux 33. For ABS, you can go with Toolux 44 alone. And with any kind of glass filled fibers, you can go with Toolux 44 plus nitriding. So it just gives you a rough idea. Maybe with whatever you are used to, you will be able to choose between the grades. So this gives you, so as we said, depending upon the life which you want and which kind of feature that you are requesting to achieve, you can use Toolux grades for that. So let's delve into some of the application front of Toolux. So the furniture dies been made with Toolux 44, replacing P20HH. Deformation distortion problem solved. So this is a polished part made from Toolux 44, and there is a catch here, so that Toolux 44 polishability can go up to 5,000 mesh diamond polish. So if you're looking for something like 8,000 or 10,000, which is usually derived only through stainless steel grades, so it is not a stainless steel grade. So the maximum limit is 5,000 mesh. I think if you're using H13 or H13 Arbor Supreme kind of material for your inserts, then we can pretty easily use Toolux 44 for similar applications. So plastic mold cover, which has been made in India, mold manufactured without heat treatment, total time of 1 week, been saved in production time, as we already discussed during the same. Plastic cover for headlight glass for automotive applications. Toolux 33 for car motor sealing. Front grill for Ford car. Toolux 44 being used. This is in mold we supply to Audi, and this was a special requirement from them, so it was a specially made block of Toolux 44 exclusively for them. No problem, it gave the desired results. So this is injection molding for an automotive security belt guide. The temperature of the molten plastic during injection is 220 degrees centigrade. This gives an estimated mold surface temperature of 80 degrees centigrade. So the blank used was 600 into 400 into 110 mm. So there are no heat treatment. Manufacturing time was reduced by 25 to 30. So that's the thing here. So Toolux, as we said, we see that it can be used against your hot working tool as well as your cold working steel. So Toolux is tempered at 590 degrees centigrade. So handling high temperature is not an issue for Trulux. It has been designed on that front. So Trulux 44 is used in the mold producing of the rear window clamping for the new Porsche. So this is the design which has been used. Lightning part of Volvo trucks. Higher polishability than your 2738. Cover for motorcycle lamp. It has 1 week shorter manufacturing time and much lower cost. And full series was made with Trulux 44, giving excellent results. Trulux 44 in door handle. So the previous material being 2343, Quenston tempered was the earlier choice. So to reduce their mold manufacturing time, now they're gone ahead with Trulux 44. The central tunnel of Mercedes E-Class has been made with Trulux 44. And this gives you another idea. So this is in nitrated Trulux 44, used in mold producing glass fiber, reinforced with nylon components. So it was done for BMW, and demand for the mold service life here was 50,000 components, and it did it hands down. So here it is instructed an interesting thing. So the metal being polycarbonate plastic, but you can see that the machining was done with Trulux 44 with a 130 mm block with the inner depth going up to 20 mm for this kind of thing. So throughout the block, what you have is an through hardened material. So it's not in question of the hardness reducing as it progresses through the center of the material. So it is 45 HRC throughout the corner, each and every corner of the material. So conventional 2344 material being used, replaced here, which looks 44. 5 days of production time was saved during this. Plastic mold, I mean, it's a spice binder cap. Better polishing than 273. The working material of the plastic is ABS with 45% glass fill. It's for a TV manufacturer in China. But even for a glass filled material, when your tool life is relatively low at 3 lakh shots, you can use Trulux 44 directly put into use. No heat treatment, no reworking after heat treatment, nothing. Take a block of 45 HRC, machine it, and directly put it into use. So this is Trulux 40 plus chrome plating. So ABS plastic being used. So it has been designed for 5 lakh components. One more Trulux 44 material being used in this particular mold. So plastic mold maker testing this. So our only limitation when you see that the Trulux is available only from 5 mm to 130 mm. So only the thickness limitations. Our plates being manufactured from 2 meter by 6 meters. So length and width is not an issue. As you can see in this, 2 pieces are being manufactured with a cross section of 18 to 1 meter, almost close to 1 meter by 1.1 meter. Home appliances Trulux 44, dia 200 mm, core side of the kettle mold being made. Again, for one more plastic with glass, 45% glass foil. Even after, as you can see of two different pictures, one with before using and one after completing 5 lakh shots. Trulux 44 without any surface treatment at 45 HRC after 5 lakh shots. You can see that it is relatively new. So when you have whatever materials within you, that you have your pre-hardened P20, P20HH, you have a H13 or H11 which you use for inserts, or sometimes you use even your cold working steel such as D2 for your high abrasive material. For all combination of material, if you use the application wisely, then one grade of Trulux 44 can serve your purpose. That's the beauty of this product. So one more application wherein which the plastic part being made, it's a very heavy part, which is a transparent part. The closing force of the injection is 300 ton, and total part produced is relatively less, 5,000 to 10,000 pieces per year, which we already shown. So this is a hearing aid which we have done. So it's not only the automotive segments that it's been useful of, automotive, home appliances, healthcare, you name it. Wherever you have a thought process of using, making an plastic molded material, Trulux can always come into your mind, saving your time, energy, and fast production of molds. So we come to the end of our webinar, wherein which, if you see the key takeaways of this, you can say that the quality of the manufacturing process that we have produced, as we said, it's been modern manufacturing techniques being used, and you get out in 45 HRC ESR property material. As we said that it is delivered at 45 HRC, though there is no heat treatment required, it saves money and time. And you can say that it's in pre-hardened version not only to your P20, it can act, and it has worked across the globe to be acting as a pre-hardened version of your H13, H11, as well as your D2. That is based for pre-hardened version of both your hot working as well as your cold working tool steels. So we also seen case studies from across the globe, and we'll finish it off with one more video of machining, which we'll try to show. So here it's carbide drill been used. So 10 drill bit. So even long hole drilling is very much possible, provided the required tooling being used. instead of your regular 120. So even smaller holes also can be done, no problem. So as we shown during the Trulux machining things, it starts from 2 mm. So here we have drilled 3 mm hole, long hole drilling been done. You can see how fast the milling is being done and the shininess of the material thanks to its ESR properties. So it is aesthetically very good that you will be able to differentiate between Trulux and other traditional steels by just looking at it. So even after your extensive machining, so there is absolutely no requirement of stress relieving in this. So that's what we have for this webinar. We thank you once again for your patient listening, and now it's the time for Q&A. So if you have any questions, you can just drop in the chat box, or you can raise it. So I have one question from Ms. Hema. Yes, the cost of the metal is, you can say it is around 465 rupees. So when you compare your Arva Supreme plus heat treatment, it is still very much cheaper than when you compare those kind of material. So I have one more question from Mr. Jakravesh Sharma. So you're nearest distributor in HP. So we can supply material for your location, sir. You can just drop in your requirement of sizes. We'll be in touch with you. So lead time for Bangalore, one Mr. Jitin. So the metal is available in Bangalore. So if your location is in Bangalore, you can deliver within the same day or within. So the next day we'll be able to supply if it is within Bangalore. One more person who's asking any suppliers near Coimbatore. Sir, we are the authorized distributor for the region, so we can supply from to Coimbatore. Yes. Sir, any other question from anybody, please feel free to drop in. We have we have also a person from the mill who has joined us during the course of the meeting. So if at all anybody has any specific questions regarding the process of the material, you can always drop in. From Jitin, from against, yes sir, it is available in rounds. So as I had mentioned during the start of the presentation, it is available both in plates, in the form of plates as well as rounds. So plates is from 6 mm to 130 for this, and for round bars it is 16 mm to 353. And one Mr. Diraj. So customer demands for 10 lakh shots life. Which grade you suggest? I would want more details on this, but I mean, to give you an outlook, you can use Tulox 44 shots if you're using normal H13 or even H13 ESR. So it should, Tulox 44 should be able to give more or less similar life. Only thing that we would recommend to use Tulox 44 plus any of the surface treatment. Normal nitriding also would be sufficient on this context. So Tulox 44 plus nitriding, you can achieve this 1 million shot life. So any other questions from anybody? Do you have anything from on the process, the application shown? We'll be more than pleased to address the same. So minimum supply time, I don't know from where you're asking. So if it is, so we are operating from Bangalore. So if it is within 300 kilometers, cost for Tulox 33 and 44 is the same, or it may vary by grade. No, sir, the cost for Tulox 33 and 44 is different, since obviously the hardness level is higher. So it will be different between Tulox 33 and 44. So one Mr. Jakravesh Sharma, minimum supply time to BDD Badi, I don't know which state it is. So I would request you to write to us if you are having concerns regarding delivery time, costing on the grades. You have the email ID being shown to you. You can write to us, and I can also drop in. I can also drop in with my email ID and contact. You can contact to us. We'll always come to you. So any other question? Miss Hema has asked the speed. Ma'am, could you elaborate what do you mean by speed of? Okay, I will wait for couple of more minutes for anybody who. The speed of the video showed is not quite for all material correct. You mean the last machining video? I mean, Yes, that video was particularly for to show you that even though it is an 45 HRC material, the speed with which that you can maneuver the material. The hardness is there intact, but with since it's been a low alloy material, you can easily run through your tooling. So you can also do fast machining with Trulux. That's what we mean in this. Yeah. Any other questions, please? I mean, we'll be more than pleased to answer. Anything on the process, anything on the application front? Is this alloy weldable? Absolutely, sir. That's what we say, that the carbon equivalent of the material is less than 1. It is 0.91, which is far lesser than your uh, hot working as well as your cold working steel, your D2 or this H13. So it is very much weldable. So if you want to weld Tulux 44, you can use any of the stainless steel grade electrodes. Then it is absolutely fine with welding Tulux. So as we have seen in this one video, where in which the thermal cutting was possible, so that is not easily possible with any other tool steel. So that's why Tulux is different. So both the thermal cutting as well as welding is possible, no problem. Since this is a low alloy material, it is absolutely possible to weld it. Okay. So if we don't have any further questions, I think we can wrap it up. And I once again thank every one of you who patiently listened through the course of the webinar. Sorry for the mild technical glitch in the midst of the meeting. So I thank you once again to one and all gathered here. Hope the seminar was useful. So for all the participants, we would again send the link for this webinar in case if you want to listen it again. Please feel to write to us in this marketing@swedishemisteel.com for all your queries. We'll be very happy to answer them. Thank you one and all. Thank you.